everybody. Welcome to Heart Academy for March 1st, 2017. February has gone by quickly. All right. So today we learned how to subtract mixed numbers with regrouping. And I also want to make sure and remind everybody, especially parents or other students who might be listening, that there is always more than one way to work out these types of problems. And I always work it out in a particular way that helps my students do harder math further down the road and understand place value and number sets as well. Okay, so just letting you know, the method that I'm showing you is just one method compared to other methods that are out there. But this is a method that I use in class. So I'm going to start with number 4 because all periods of mine today, all classes today, have gotten up to at least 2, 1, 2, and 3. So I'll start with 4, and I'll just keep going until time runs out. Here we go. So, you know me, the first thing I like to do is set up problems vertically. So I'm going to take this 5 and 2 over 27. And place my 1 and 7/9 underneath it. There we go. And the first thing I like to say was when we're starting here, you could, some students would actually take this and make it into a improper or mixed number, an improper fraction first, and then do the subtraction. But when you do it that way, you don't actually see the regrouping part that needs to be shown. And so what I do is I tell my students to ignore the whole numbers and go ahead and convert these fractions to like fractions, meaning go ahead and make them have the same bottom number. If you know your multiples, you'll know that the number that you're going to use for your bottom number in here is going to be 27. And then the way I get my numerator is I first divide 27. We're going to 27 how many times? 1. And then multiply that answer with your numerator. 2 times 1, 2. Bring over your whole number. This fraction did not change at all, but this one will. 9 goes into 27 3 times. Take that 3, multiply it with the 7. 7 times 3, 21. And bring that 1 over. So now this is what your problem looks like. And if you notice, you have $2 and you're trying to subtract 21. Not going to work, right? So we're going to borrow from our 5. If I borrow from 5, this becomes 4. Okay? The one that I borrowed, remember from yesterday's video, I like to call him Bob, is right here. Okay? That one that you borrowed is right here. And when we put him on paper, he's got to come to the party dressed like a fraction. Okay? And he's got to make sure he's got the right tuxedo on. What kind of tuxedo is Bob going to wear?
A pink one. White one. Pink tuxedo.
What size is his tuxedo?
Oh,
25
pounds. 27.
Thank you. How did you know what I was talking about? That was one of my students' guys, you know, left side of the brain. 27. And how did he know what I was talking about? Because he knows Bob, the white number that I borrowed from the 5. We have to make him into a fraction, but he still has to be 1. 27 over 27 is 1. Okay? And when I asked what size is his tuxedo, the only size of tuxedo available is 27. Basically, just use whatever bottom number you have in order to make a 1 as a fraction. So now we're going to add Bob and his tuxedo to his wife over here, who's already at the party wearing a size 2 dress. That is one skinny chick. And when we add them together, we have 27 plus 2. That's going to give us 29. Okay? So really, we have 29 over 27. Go ahead and bring that 4 back over. Remember, you're bringing 4 over, not a 5. Right? And bring down that bottom fraction, 1 and 21 over 27. These are the numbers that we're going to now subtract. Okay? I'm going to make that neater down here. So I have 4, 29 over 27, and 1, 21 over 27. So now that we have this, this is what we're subtracting. Okay? So when I subtract, 29 minus 21 is going to give me 8. I think it is.
You're doing 4.
Keep the same bottom number. 4 minus 1 is 3. Final answer, 3 and 5 over 27. Or excuse me, 3 and 8. That's my sloppy handwriting. I thought that was a 5. 3 and 8 over 27.
I got it.
Toot toot! All right. Let's move on to another one.
It's 7.
Ready?
7
7 what?
on this page.
I'm going to do number 5. Is that what you're talking about? Okay.
Number 5.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, my husband's texting me about that little bit of rain. Honey. I know. And also be aware, people, there's a traffic jam on George Washington Parkway right about now. Okay. There's your traffic report. Be back in a few.
What time is
Now,
it?
it's 3:07.
Yeah. So,
Nice.
So now what we have, I'm going to do number 5. Let's try a different color. Ooh, you know what? I rarely use this color because I don't think you can see it. So I'll go ahead and use it. There it is. So now I have 7 1/3. Does yours look like the one I have on the board?
4.
3.
Yes, it does.
All right. There you go. And 4/6. Okay. Ignore the whole numbers right now. Convert the fractions. The number you can use for your denominator is 6. Let's divide. 3 goes into 6 2 times. Take that number, multiply it with the numerator. 1 times 2 is 2. Okay? I might be able to make that neater. 2. Oh, shucky ducky quack quack. Oh, watch me get coordinated here. I like the blue. So what I do is I divide 3. Do this. 3 will go into 6, or 6 divided by 3. How many times? 2. Take that answer, multiply it with the top number. And that's how we get our new numerator. So let's do the same thing down here. Divide, then multiply. 6 will go into 6 one time. 4 times 1, 4. Bring those whole numbers back over. And we need to subtract. 2 minus 4. You have $2 and you're trying to subtract 4. You know that's not happening, so you need to borrow from the bank. I'm your bank. So, got a high interest rate. So you come over to 7, the bank. That's me. You're going to borrow from the 7 and change this to a 6. The one that you borrowed is named Bob. Here he goes again. This time, oh, look at this. Bob lost weight from our last problem. Good job, Bob.
Must have been working out.
Okay. So what size tuxedo is Bob wearing now?
25. 2/6.
12. Size 2.
Bob's tuxedo size is the only denominator we have in our problem.
6.
6. Right? Because any number over itself equals 1. Right? Y'all see that?
Yes.
So, Bob is now 6/6. And remember the last problem that he was like, what, 27 or something? Mm-hmm. So now he's a size 6. However,
That means 1.
Bob needs to connect with his wife. His wife is this size 2. So let's add them together. 6 plus 2, that's going to give us 8. So really what I have is 8/6.
Where's 2?
Right here.
Oh.
And bring the whole number back over. So 6 and 8/6. And bring this back over so you can subtract.
I'll work.
Are you saying holla or hallelujah? 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 Amen.
Hallelujah.
That's my new son, Davis. Don't worry. He's getting there. See that? He just said hallelujah. By the way, Davis is a nice Caucasian boy, blonde hair, blue eye. Love him. He needs to learn the word hallelujah. Now we can subtract. So we have 8 minus 4. Subtract our numerators. You have 4/6. And 6 minus 3 is 3. Hey, can this reduce?
Yes.
Yes, it can.
It would be 2/4.
That's right. Wait, that can be reduced even more, can't it? If I have 2/4,
1/2.
that's not. It's not 1/2 because the answer's not 2/4.
3.
2 will go into 4 how many times? 2. That's correct. There it is. 2 will go into 6 how many times? 3. So the answer is 3 2/3 for our final answer on that one.
Wait. So
Mhm.
how do you get that? Oh, wait. Minus those 2?
Mhm. 8 minus 4 is 4. Keep the same bottom number. 6 minus 3 is 3. And then we reduce. Okay? Good job. And nicely done. That's my other son, Alec. Y'all heard him back there reducing problems.
You just got here.
And that was Aaron who had asked the question for clarification. That's right, my students know how to self-advocate. Do yours?
Dead.
All right. Let's move on. Next, we're going to do. Oh, look at that. My Girl Scout uniform shipped. Okay.
Oh, I thought you just said my Girl Scout uniform.
Nope. Just like Girl Scout, I'm going to drive to New York this weekend. Deliver some cookies with some flair and style. I am now doing number 6. All right. So I have 6 and 9 over 16. Okay, 6, 9 over 16. I'm going to subtract 2 and 3/4. First thing we're going to do is find a common denominator, which is going to be 16 in this case. I'll go ahead and tell you. Divide and multiply. 16, we're going to 16. How many times? 1. 9 times 1 is 9. Bring the whole number back over. That fraction did not change. 4, we're going to 16 4 times. 3 times 4 is 12. Bring over the whole number. That fraction did change. And now we subtract. You have $9. Trying to take away 12. Time to go to the bank. Borrow from the 6, it becomes 5. Now you have Bob. Here he is again. Bob gained his weight back.
16.
That's right. When we put Bob back down on paper, he must be a fraction. And we do that by looking at the only denominator we have, which is 16. So we'll make Bob a size 16. And then also make the numerator 16. Because 16 over 16 equals 1. Too many Girl Scout cookies, Bob. Too many Girl Scout cookies. Y'all know it's that time. So now, here's Bob as a fraction, 16 over 16. We have to add him to the 9. Now I like to call the 9 the wife. So, 9 plus 16.
25. Got away.
Okay. So, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Oh, good job. That was Alec. Nicely done. So, 25 over 16 is what we really have. And don't forget to bring that whole number over, right? I'll make it neater down here. We have 5 and 25 over 16. Okay. So now, I can subtract the bottom half, right? I'll just put it down here so you can see it better, which is 12 over 16. Okay, 25 minus 12 is what?
25 minus 12. 24 minus 12. 13.
So I have 13 over 16, and 5 minus 2.
It's 3.
Okay, is this going to reduce?
No.
13 and 16?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. Is it?
No. It's not because it's not going to reduce. It's their odd.
Okay. 3 and 13 over 16. Okay, not bad.
That's into wait. 3 or 13. How did you get that one?
Did you not just see what I just did?
Yeah, I did.
What part's confusing?
That
What part?
part.
This?
That last part. No, the last part.
This?
The last part.
This?
Yes.
You know that's where we got Bob. We borrowed from the 6, made it a 5. Put Bob back down on paper, he's 16 over 16, right?
That's the denominator.
Add him with the wife, that'll give you 25,
So the wife is 9 over 16.
right? Mm-hmm.
Alright, got it.
And that's what gave us 25. You with me? Right. And so I just wrote it here down here. And then subtract the bottom fraction.
So I only going to do one video.
What do you think?
Huh?
I only going to do one video.
You only what now?
I only going to do one video.
Yeah. God, you guys can do this yourself. Okay.
No.
What do you mean no?
You
You know what you're doing. You just want me to do more of your homework. He's not asleep. Okay. Yeah, there you go, Alex. So just look at it again. The same problem.
The same thing. The other problems.
Exactly. So, you know, you're going to have to do most of them by yourself. And I'm running out of video time. So that's all the problems I'm going to do for today,
Let's talk
at
about
least on
life.
video. But class, I will continue with a few more, only so I can keep them quiet.
Let's talk about life.
You hear me, Nick? All right.
Let's talk about life.
Everybody else, have a good afternoon. I will see you tomorrow. We're going to talk about your life in 7th grade doing fractions. Let's roll.
No, no.